Ciao, nice people! Welcome on this new stream of a new adventure, you could say. Maybe. I think there is a better term for that. Never mind. And hello, Retunophilian. Nice to see you right here at the start. Today is, or right now, it's where the Game Maker Toolkit Game Jam starts. Well, it was actually 1 minute and 30 seconds ago, but still, I really want to continue making some games for a jam for many reasons actually. The first one is I really want to share on stream the development process of my games at least, so I can, I don't know, I can show how I work to people curious about game development or something like that. Other reasons could also be that it's always, well, it's always good to make other new games, right? Unfortunately, the development of Respawn Banter is intertwined with other things I must do, so it's not going as fast as it should. And unfortunately, there aren't many things to do about that game on stream. But this is a jam about 3 days, or 5 days in this case. Well, actually 4 days, but it starts on the evening, so we can manage 5 if we want. So we can use 5 days, which will not cut a lot of time from the Respawn Banter development for making a new game. I think that's a pretty nice... nice compromise, yeah. That's a live I prefer. Oh, thanks. I might also ask for some help from chat if I can't find ideas. Which... I hope it won't happen. So, every Game Maker Toolkit Game Jam requires you to make a game from scratch, I suppose. Let's read the rules. Game must be playable on PC, okay, no Game Boy Advance game, unfortunately. I can use pre-existing code, art or music. Ah, okay. That's it, okay, that's useful. Because I saved some music while I was looking for the Respawn Banter soundtrack. Even if... no, and also I didn't use a lot of this music I downloaded, which was... free to use, so we could have some extra music we could add to the game. Also style sets, but they are not really the most not RPG Maker ones, I would say. Then you can submit the game any point, okay. And that's the main thing. Also there is something about no AI, which maybe someone here, okay, don't use AI, which I still don't do, so it's pretty fine. The team is a punch to RPG Maker. Oh no. Well, there may be teams not really fit for RPG Maker. For example, 2 years ago there was the team chained together, something like that, which I find pretty hard to do with RPG Maker. The previous year we had the roles reversed, which worked pretty fine for the game I did for the jam, which was God of Overlays, where you play as the overlay. And also found a nice spot in matching the game world of my other games. Okay, the team is already out, but I really want to make every premise for now on, because I will only work on the game on stream. I might think about it outside of stream. I hope I won't get big ideas outside of stream. The part of that, I also hope I won't use other ideas I had. For example, I have a Discord where I save every idea I have for games that randomly pop out, and as you can see, they are a lot. So I might have some ideas saved, but I hope I don't have to use those because I want to come out with an original idea here on stream. The two main ideas that I got in my mind those days were, the first one is some sort of roguelike where you don't use a specific weapon, you just use items single use, and so you have to stay on your feet all the time. We can enter in detail when when we might start when we won't talk deeper about those games now because we are making a new game. And another idea I had was I already forgot. Yeah, the Outer Wilds with RPG Maker. Sounds too much ambitious. No, wait, I meant an expansion of my other game, that's my Exploit Keeper, trying to take an Outer Wilds approach. This one. But this game, no, it's not space for a gem. Yeah, the other game I was thinking was a grow game. The games where you make choices and the world updates. Where you decide for the Evil Lord company. You are the Demon Lord that chooses which of their underlings goes to attack the protagonist first. And based on the order of your choices, the result changes. I hope I won't use any of those two ideas on the development, but I'm premising if the team matches correctly, I might. This year team is kinda hard to RPG Maker because its limits. Ouch, might be also like chained together then. Okay, then we see what we can do. As I said last year, I will go on with the brainstorming until I find a decent idea. There's no, okay, we did 1 hour of brainstorming, stop, let's make a game. No. For making a game, first you need to find an idea that works. You can't just half-ass an idea and update it later. No. Because you could change idea in the mid-time. I walk to the angry at RPG Maker. Well, doesn't that happen every day? MMB! Okay, let's see the team for today. Build to scale? Oh no. Wait, that's a Rhythm Paradise minigame. There's the video, right? Here.
GMTK Game Jam 2024 begins right now. Your goal over the next 4 days is to make a game that fits the following theme. Built to scale. That's right. I want to see games that make size, scale, and dimensions a key part of the gameplay.
Did you say dimension? Did you say artisio? No, unfortunately no.
I want to see games about teeny tiny microscopic things. I want to see games about absolutely enormous, cosmically massive things.
Okay, it's not saying you need to scale in the game. You just need different. Maybe you can just take the approach in a different scale. For example, there is a game about planets that just you don't change the size. You just have big planets. Which I don't really like making I don't like to fit the team in this way. I really want to fit the team of the gem with my gameplay. So this could be a solution for RPG Maker, making a game about space, but that's not what I want to do. I want to make a game which the gameplay fits the team, not the graphics or the story.
I want to see games where big things become small and small things.
I have to add, if you try to make a game fit the gem, you're not doing the gem right. You need to make the game inspired by the gem, not making a game that fits in the gem. It's the opposite.
Become big. As always, you can interpret this theme however you like. Use it as a jumping off point. So get creative, think outside the box, and surprise us. In this jam, you can work with who you want.
Alone?
use whatever
Nice.
tools you like,
RPG
and make
Maker.
use of whatever assets
Asset,
you can get your hands on.
I don't have much
Check
assets.
out the
I'm not
GMTK
starting well.
Game Jam page on itch.io for the complete rules. You can also head to our Discord channel to chat with other jammers, show off your work, and get feedback. Remember that this year you're getting twice as much time as before, so please use those extra hours to
Luigi!
take lots of breaks and get some sleep. Anyway, I'd better let you get started. Best of luck, have fun, and I'll see you when the results are in.
Yeah, we are not starting with the right foot, aren't we? Build to scale with RPG Maker. Okay. Okay. Scale to 32, 32 to 48. That's the only thing I can do, actually. Unfortunately, I'm really sorry about this. The first thing I thought when I heard this team thinking about RPG Maker was all the RPG Maker games about Never mind. Let's, for my own reputation, let's not end my phrase. I'm just saying there are a lot of RPG Maker games that may fit this team for the wrong reason. Okay, build to scale. So, we should start taking notes because this team is very harsh for our game. The solo dev course, not this worse. The RPG Maker course. Wait, just to fit, I should... Can I just put everything here? No, that's an empty GIF, awesome. Here, build to scale. Okay, so we also have the team showing up here. So we can get more inspired. Or more depressed since we are using RPG Maker, I don't know. Could be the nice moment to switch to Unity, but it would take more than 5 days. No. Okay, first of all though, let's change perspective. As a wise man once said, depends on the point of view. What we can understand from this team. A lot of people with not RPG Maker will make a lot of games about changing scale. That means a lot of games will have this theme about changing the scale of something. So even if we weren't using RPG Maker, we would still be pretty basic by making a game about changing scale. So we are not completely screwed by using RPG Maker. You know. So we can find an idea that fits with the team, but is more original than the simple switching scale, which that's what 90% of the developer will do. Will you work on it also off stream? No, for the first day not, and if I'm pretty behind, I might, but for now, if I'm behind, I will do 2 extra days on the Monday and Thursday. For now, I won't. Okay, maybe I might do some small refining out of stream, for example, fix some buggy code or something like that, looking for graphics, but the bare minimum. So, let's think about ideas. First of all, what we can't do with RPG Maker is scaling, but I will still try. Change scale of something. Impossible. RPG Maker. Okay, there is that Visual Stella plugin where you can change the scale of something. I use it also in Respawn Banter to increase the slime before absorbing you. But that's not really gameplay, that's a visual change. To make it fit the gameplay, we should make a character with a bigger hitbox, which is not the best with RPG Maker. Unless we do it in a different type of gameplay, in the puzzle game. Because while making a gen game with an RPG Maker game, usually the best solution is to make a puzzle game. A puzzle game could be interesting about changing the scale of a box, for example, for, I don't know, for covering more buttons. I will see though this theme will be used by too many games. A platform where you increase the size of a box to reach a higher place. I don't know, any game, okay. So let's ponder about another question. What is built to scale? Or better, what can be built to scale? You can say the objects, for example a box to reach a higher place. The player, for example, some people might do a first person shooter where you can decrease or increase your size. You can decrease it to be less hittable and increase it to have a higher range, for example. Would be a nice concept. If we could make a 3D game, which we can't, I'm sorry. Or also the enemy can be built to scale. Maybe enemies change their size and in a similar way to the player have higher range, I don't know. What else could be built to scale? The game, the entire world, but in this case if the entire world changes scale, except the player is just the player changing the scale, right? Good luck, thanks, I will need it with this theme. Other things that can be built to scale are the user interface, but we can't do much with it, except in the previous game for the previous gem. Built to scale. What are the things you can scale? The numbers. That's not really scaling. Yeah, in a way it's scaling, but not right scaling. Starting to run me off with ideas right away. So, let's move them up here. Okay. Also should tap them out. Okay. No, it's fine. Random ideas here. Change the scale of something. That's what the name means. What else you can do with scale? Increment the game with exponential numbers. Yeah, could work, but first, it's not really an original idea. I want to make something unique. And second, that's not really the right scaling I want to use. You can think about objects that are built to scale. Oh, so taking the first word of the team instead of the last one. So you can build it. You can build gates. Let's make a Fazay gem. A Fazay game? No. Build to scale, if we take it literally, which we shouldn't actually, means that there are objects that are meant to be a different scale. But I would just focus on the second part, scaling. Different sizes. Okay, I can't hide this anymore, but RPG Maker is notorious for having a lot of RPG Maker games about, where is it? I don't think never mind. I don't know the best way to explain it. Let's just say there are RPG Maker games that play with 101 of the world map. How to say? I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. I'm just putting this acronym here. If you want to know you want. Okay. What can change in size? We could make... the point is, RPG Maker games that change size isn't really... needs an very extra work on it, because it needs an extra hitbox, and even if I managed to make an extra hitbox. What do I do with it? That you can't make an RPG with changing sizes, right? I can't even... I could make a puzzle game about it, but would sound pretty simple. I thought something else, never mind. No, I was saying RPG Maker is also known for having a lot of Jantesis games. I really shouldn't put this option here, but it's something I know. Every idea could help. We are desperate, we are taking anything, okay? I'm taking any idea for it, okay? It's not I want to make a Jantes game, but that's the idea, okay? We are desperate for ideas. We can get inspired, for example, I don't know. So scaling, wait, let's go more basic. Scale. No, not scale. Literal scale. Scale. Here. No. Can I get English results, please? Oh, do I change my English? I suppose here. We have different scales, but I suppose the most fitting one, the correct one is scale ratio, right? No, not really. Oh, I want to take the exact... maybe this one. Okay, never mind, this one. The scaling geometry, I think this is the correct one. The ladder, the scale. Ladder in Italian, yeah. Okay, is a linear transformation that enlarges or shrinks object by a scale factor. We know. The result of uniform scaling is similar to the original. It has the exact same shape. There is also there is also non-uniform scaling, so we could make a game about something scaling in a non-uniform way. For example, it only expands horizontally. I still don't see any idea, but everything helps. Scaling. Non-linear scaling. Keeps the same shape. Okay, a scaling includes the case in which the direction of scaling are not perpendicular. Oh well. Also, the scaling can be described by a matrix. In this case, with the diagonal values. I don't think we can have this information anywhere, or we could use this information anyways. If the transform, okay. It's a dilatation if it increases, a contraction if it decreases. I didn't get anything out of this. Anything. Okay. What is scaling again? Is changing size of something. That's it. You increase it, you decrease it. If you exaggerate also, you can end up in the item. For example, if I have I don't know what to take. If I have my Yanfei plush doll here and I increase the size 1000 times, if we are in a video game, I will end up in the interior of the model. I don't think this helps anyway, but huge increase makes you in the model. Also, we had before in the video some examples about microscopic or macroscopic. I don't want to make a game only on those scenarios, but we can get inspiration from it, maybe. Math speaking, scaling is just a product between a scale factor and something. Oh, so yeah, like using three times or 2 times here at 0.2. So we could make a math game maybe. That's a nice idea. Still too simple though. I remember now. I got an idea some months ago, 1 year ago even, about a game with numbers. I maybe still saved it. Maybe here. I didn't really publish it here. It's in Italian, but I was making some Instagram posts about an instant gem. I did only 2 of them. This one is also an unpublished one, where I was thinking about a game in a minute about the team Fraction. The game is about some sort of 2 sides, right? A strategic game, turn-based, where there are numbers in a conflict, battling, which they divide by themselves. For example, if a 6 and a 3 fight, the result is a 2. And maybe the 6 wins because it's the bigger one, but the 6 gets divided and becomes a 2. Where wins who has the higher numbers after a certain amount of turns. This brings to the creation of various strategies, like division for numbers minor than once, which can increase by dividing instead of decreasing. Could be interesting to find creative ways to use decimal ciphers, no, decimal numbers, sure. Okay, this is an interesting idea. I don't think we could fit in the scale. Wait, yeah, we could fit this in the scale. Never mind. We just make the numbers with a similar size. We could make a turn-based battle where you can target anyone, allies or enemies, and you divide them by yourself. And the scale could just represent the sides of those numbers. For example, if I divide a 6 and a 2, the 6 will be bigger, but then the 6 changes scale respectively, since it becomes a 3, which is smaller. Okay. Fraction battle. This is a nice idea. A shame I was using a previous idea I got, but can still work. You can use a 0-2 on enemy HP and a 10x on your attack. What do you mean? No, sorry, I don't get it. Thanks for the ideas though. You helped me a lot with the math scale factor thing. This idea but for the numbers is the only valid one I got up until now. But we can think more about it. Also, I remember from a few streams ago that okay, Vampire Survivor was one of the most popular ones because it was referencing to a actual game. So if I can, I could think about making a parody game about something. I think you can do parody games for the gems. I don't like it where it's for a full game, but for small games I think it's pretty fair. Like assigning scale to actual stats. Okay, that could make sense and work on RPG Maker. I don't want to be too much RPG Maker though, and yeah, I don't see actually a problem on it. You're right. I was just thinking that It does not change visually, but makes a lot of sense in an RPG. Still, I don't want to bring an RPG Maker with the base battler, with the base battle system. But we'll see. Yeah, would be interesting to equip an item that doubles your attack, but reduces to 1/10 your defense, for example. You should RPG Maker 5 at some point. Yeah, that's hard though. RPG Maker course. Oh no. Can train that engine in public only after I win. Probably not. Oh wait, I forgot my... I'm sorry. I forgot the stream avatars for today. Here. I will name the engine only after winning and I will splat them in everyone's face, okay? As if. Okay, I don't think we are pretty much ready. The scaling is math. Scaling can also be interpreted as level scaling, but that's way out of the time limit. Oh, we got it, awesome. Yay, bring RPG Maker to the glory. I did it last year. Kinda. I ended up at number 22 in the creative section. Here. I saw a streamer playing it and said, yeah, it's a basic RPG Maker graphics, so it has a low presentation value. Yeah, where is the basic RPG Maker graphics here? I got upset at least. Yeah, not the best graphics I would say, but at least it's not RPG Maker. 22! Ah! On 6,000 entries. Let's bring forth RPG Maker. Who gets to vote? Everyone, everyone votes. So people can vote lower numbers on other games. That's a shame though. Scaling. So I should find other explanation just to find new inspirations. The removal of the scales of from something. Hey, we could make a Monster Hunter out of this. Where is... Ah, here, scale. No, wait. How many meanings are there? Is that the meaning I was looking for? That's not. There's not. I'm finding everything but the scaling. No, really, there's nothing. There's nothing here. I should find scale, I suppose. Okay, it's better. Is it? Why I can't find anything? Ah, here. A gradual range of values forming a standard system of measuring or grading something. Okay, we know. A series of marks at regular intervals in a line. Oh! Wait! Wait! Give me a minute. Scaling. We could use a... Oh, it's called a... marker, right? For example, I don't have a ruler here. I'm not a king. Ah, I'm sorry, that's a ruler. But let's make it here, for example. Actually, I'm not making the best ruler out of a paper. It's not even symmetric, but For example, as you can see here, you can see some dots, and this is this to measure the scale. We can make a game about a ruler. You can really see the black right here. You can make a game about a ruler where I don't know, you follow a ruler by increasing size in a way. For example, a game where you increase the size of something to make it bigger and some sort of mini game. We can't make physics with RPG Maker, but we can make images. Maybe we can do something in a mini game to increase the size of something following a ruler. Okay. In my mind something is forming. A sphere that is small, but after doing something the sphere size increases, and that's it actually. But sure, I think it's like feeding it's like a feeding game where you feed your Tamagotchi and it grows and it grows. Oh, hi Zoro, scales of passion. Let's follow the scale of passions in the... I don't remember, the Lolo reference. No, that was not it. Yeah. Though. Yeah, we can interpret the scale in other ways. But I don't want to make that cheap ways to try to participate in a jam not following the team correctly. Losing or getting scales like a new dragon. We are not making that sort of scale. Also, the L pretty much explains which sort of scale we are talking about. Let's see again. A rule determining the distance between marks on scale. Wait, scaling. You Google Maps. As you can see, we have no. As you can't see, but there is you can't really see here, right? There is here a scale on the bottom which says 5 kilometer this space, and now the scale changes while I zoom out. What I mean is we could make a map game about the scale, the different scale position of something. For example, two cities are far 3 tiles, which are a scale of 3 kilometers per tile, and make a game about it. So we can use at our advantage the tiles in RPG Maker. I don't know. You want to something? Yeah, we are finding decent ideas. Map scale. But I think the map scale could be a nice idea. So let's bring it down. Map game where each tile is a scale of a distance. We could also make that each tile has a different scale. So we can make an asymmetric map. I think it's time to open RPG Maker. We could make a game where each tile is an asymmetric size, asymmetric scale. So one tile is 1 kilometer, another tile is 4 kilometers. And what about it? We could make the player find the right path, but that's not the right game. Okay. Let's create our game if we decide to make it. I hope we do. So, project, other, here. Project 1 already exists, I know. Game Maker Toolkit. Jam 2024. Okay, we're creating the file. Now we think. Each tile called could be of a different scale. In this way though, we are not scaling anything in the game, the things have their scale. Would be interesting also to have a tactical game about placing the troops in the right places, so they need to travel less space, but I think that's too much work for this few time we have. 96 hours, I suppose. You can use the gizmo somehow. Gizmo, sorry? I forgot what a gizmo is. Ah! Technological item with small dimensions. I don't see how though. I mean, that's not the one. Okay, we found that a lot of inspiration reading those. The relative size or extent of something. Okay. A relative size in a map, model, drawing, or plan. We could also make a game about creating a blueprint of some sort of structure, but you need to be wary because some spaces in the structure have different scales, different scaling, and so to avoid messing up you should find the I don't know, trying to understand the right scale of each square, each tile, I don't know. It's the thing used for the L. Sorry, what's the L? You mean to calculate the distance? I don't know. Okay, that's it. Here we go into music. Mathematics, a system of numerical notation in which the value of a digit depends upon its position on the number. Huh? Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I suppose the 10, the 1 is on scale 10, right? That's not what we are looking for, though. Scaling, representing proportional dimensions, reduce and increase in size according to a common scale. Comes from a scalar, scalare, scandere, scala, scale. Nice to know. Using the time of scale, we need to use scale again here. Ah, okay, I get it. The L in the logo. Okay. I don't know because the gizmo is to change the size of something. Usually it's for games with some physics. I think the game for the scale of something, of a map or a blueprint, is the right track. Map game or blueprint. I wrote it wrong again. I will look for other ideas. This is a decent one. There is also the fraction battle, but I would prefer another sort. This one is too much mathematical, maybe. This is a very hard theme for the RPG Maker engine, though. Yeah, it's using engines to scale, transform, move. I don't think we could use it though, because we can't let the player transform something because it's very hard to program. We could, but we could with the plugin of Visustela, but I don't know what kind of game to make with it. Then we got all the definitions here. There are too many. Never mind. The map one is the one I'm getting the good vibes from. Yeah. That sounds the only decent idea. Well, other from the fraction battle. or the feasible idea. RPG Maker is scanning stats, could be, but that's definitely not what I want to do. You can do some actions that have different results if you're zoomed in a city or zoomed out to a galaxy. Oh, that's right. Wait, the zoom. Good idea. We could make a map where you can place items on the map, I don't know. And based on the zoom, the item has different value. It's possible to make zoom with RPG Maker, but it's kinda hard. I need a full image at this point. But, okay, let's measure out our ideas. Map game idea. The zoom idea is interesting because if we could make a game about placing objects, we could make placing them in different zoom wields different results. I don't know how though. Also, this game may be too much similar to this other game, Super Me. I forgot the name, but this game about changing sizes of objects. Maybe too similar because from perspective they are of a different size. Also, if we want to make a zoom with a very big image, and all the weight of the game is only in that image. You can do some action that have different results if you zoomed in a city or zoomed out to a galaxy. Go with a set zoom, 2, 4, 10, etc. Could be different maps. Okay, different maps works better. Would have been nicer to have a singular image where you can zoom a lot, but that would weight too much, probably. Still, okay, the idea is interesting, but I'm not seeing the point of the gameplay until now. It's still a big problem. Let's copy this down so we can have the name somewhere, okay. So the zoom could be interesting, but let's write down the other ideas. We copy this one. Each tile could be a different scale, so we can use the default RPG Maker tiles. Now it loaded, right? Oh, our map 1, incredible. For example, we can also use regions for those. This tile is scale 2 kilometers maybe, so this should be a world map. For example, this is a world map. Also, that's nice since we can use RPG Maker more easily. And here's the castle. But if you want to go on the road here, well, if you want to go here, you should use the road because the scale maybe is consistent here, and here is much wilder, how to say it. Could be also a way to joke about the RPG proportions. For example, as you know, if you enter a home in a city, it's bigger in the inside because the scale is different. We are onto something here. We are onto something. I don't see how we can match those two ideas together. I like though having to place those numbers around here. So we can have a game about each tile having a different proportion. We can make the road consistent. That's an interesting idea, but I don't know what to do with it. Making the player play a road, maybe. For example, to go from here to let's set the pyramid in the road, sure. To go from here to here, sure, let's say here. The pyramid is a dungeon which requires a lot of time. This is not really scale though at this point, it's more time used to traverse it. It's not scale at this point. You can interpret it as time. You require 2 time, 2 time, 2 time, 2 time, 2 time, 45 time, 2 time. Which is still not what I want to do. This idea is interesting, but we are only playing on numbers here, not scale. This is not scale. The only scale thing here is the protagonist. Wait! We could... I had an idea, but it comes from a video I don't know if I can show. I kinda can, never mind. It's a... well, I don't need a video to show it. You can see here, there's a scale thing. The only thing in scale, the only thing not in scale is the protagonist. You can see, the protagonist is clearly not in scale. Here, you can see the protagonist is bigger than a pyramid. Okay, I can. The idea came from this sort of art, small short videos joking about a character which is as big as it's shown on map, for example. So we could make a game about the wrong scale of characters on the overworld, but I still don't know how to go with it, because again, only the character is on the wrong scale. Everything could be on scale on the map, except the protagonist, but what do I do with it? Do I hit scale time? Ah, you can also scale time, but I suppose I should go more on the visual one. Something good livery. There are a lot of RPG Maker games with this idea, actually. No one knows them, though. Still, if I want to make something like this with character on scale on the map, where's the gameplay? It's story if characters are this big, but that's it. I need gameplay for these sides, but there's no gameplay in proportions on the world map. Let's go with the music again. Ah, it's over. I got the wrong video. Okay, here. What? Okay, we can work on this idea, because I had decent ideas up until now, but I'm struggling to find a correspective to the gameplay. One-on-one hero. One-on-one hero. So, hero big on map. What's the gameplay though? What the hell could be the gameplay? I need a decent gameplay for it. What? Maybe could be a puzzle game about switching sizes on the world map. The world map. So the player could be small. The player could be medium. Or as we saw from the game I played on the Waldorf week, the Legends of Raimas, where the character was very small on the world map because it was on scale in this case. So we could have maybe a trick to change the scale of the player, maybe by entering a city. It changes the scale, I don't know. It would be better to the RPG Maker 5. Yeah, I just need other resources, I would say. I don't think it's a big trouble. There's plenty of resources of this tile set. Also, I have also more space to work with because with MZ I can change the tile size. And maybe mess up the previous tile here. Oops! Oops! I messed up. Yay. Yeah, not the right tile size. Okay. We can think more about the graphics much later. Now, the vital point is the gameplay. So, I think I want a game with jokes on the perspective on the map. Still, the problem is gameplay. What should be the gameplay? Let's find more ideas, but by making some overworld here. Wait, we could straight away load a sample map here. Okay. Let's remove the followers. We don't need them anyways. Let's go with Priscilla. Okay. And so. Now, for example, what sort of gameplay would be different if the player was this big? Maybe he can't walk on the wood tiles, maybe? He can walk over this one because the hole is pretty small. Or maybe if it walks on a bridge, it breaks, like this one. So, could be a puzzle about nodes. You know the bridge... I don't know, I remember the name. The bridge puzzles. I don't think that's the right one. No, yeah, this one. There was, for example, a city with some bridges and someone wondered if you can visit or cross each bridge only once. The answer is not because, well, game theory rules. I barely passed that exam, so by pity. So we could make a game like this where you need to cross bridges in a certain order, but then where's the scale in the gameplay? The scale is only in the graphic part. Otherwise we can just make another game about crossing bridges anyways, right? Actually, the car head is also made scaled up. Yeah, but that's the chibi part, yeah. Would take longer to walk on the map. You mean if a character is smaller? Yeah, if a character is smaller, it would take more time to walk the map, maybe, but that's not really a relevant change. Maybe when it's small, you can do something, for example, yeah, pass under those, for example. When it's small, you can pass under those. When it's big, it's some sort of body block. So we could make a puzzle game about the sides on the world map. The problem is this one. This character, by default, is this big on the world map. Why the hell a character would change if the game allows a character to be small on the world map, so on the correct scale? Why it also can exist as big, I'm saying. Maybe it wasn't enough clear. I'm saying the main problem is how to explain to the player that the protagonist can be multiple sizes on the world map. That could be a bug, but we are again Making an exploit keeper game at this point. Maybe we could make a... For example, we could make a vehicle, which is found this time. We don't have a... Let's make a boat, but change picture. Okay, for example, we can have... we could have a vehicle like this one, but sides down. So, for example, the main character is this big on the map, but the vehicle is very small. The vehicle is on scale. So when you enter the vehicle, you are on scale. Stop this music. No music for the ship, okay. So, let's open the graphic editor. If we shrink down the vehicle, you can enter the vehicle to change size, to enter the size. So we can have two types of sides. The normal one on the map and the one entering a vehicle. This would be a... Unfortunately, this idea is very RPG Maker, but that's the best one I have, and maybe can also use the strength of the engine. So, the tile movement, which we have to work from scratch in other engines. So, let's open the game folder. Images, character, vehicle found, and we shrink them down. We could also use Visual Stella plugin for this, but for now, let's go with this one. 1/4 down. Not the best one. And let's make another one just because I don't see I can shrink them down correctly. Well, this will be temporary since we find other images. That's a very bad, very bad graphic, but let's see. We could use a vehicle with 1616 pixels though, so we can find a different pixel size. Small vehicle here. So for example, if we change the vehicle to the small vehicle, we can apply our scale to it here, and you can see if we are in the vehicle, which is on scale, kinda, almost, we can inherit its scale. That's how a vehicle works. Louis would be so proud of me. No, not really. I'm not using the Guardian Babuche, but just for this time. That's some Attack on Titan. You got here. Priscilla is looming on the city. Cool, cool. Okay, so we got those two things. There is another thing I want to add another layer. And for this I need again to bring out the video I was talking about. I hope it's... Okay, exactly this one. Let's see if... I suppose it... Yeah, they made very safe videos. Okay, kinda, okay. So I took inspiration from this one, which is alert Jante's content, but it's completely safe. So it's the it's called RPG Heroine who looks giant on the overworld, but actually it's that big world map. As you can see, normal RPG. I suppose you can see it, right? Normal RPG, and that's what I got inspiration from. As you can see, same sides. Okay, okay. But this video has a twist. where you open the map. And she becomes on scale even on the map. So now she's even more big, as you can see. That's the idea about a third form. So we could use the map to make this trick. So that means I need another sort of map, another image for the map. And so could help us for, I don't know, intercontinental traveling. Best name sounds like an isekai. What do we do with world map though? Well, we can just take this image and shrink it down, right? We can save as image. And by default, RPG Maker. By default, RPG Maker shrinks the images of big maps, unfortunately. But for now, it will help. Let's go on parallax. Here. Okay, now we can make another a new map. And use this image as parallax. Let's see which one. This one. Yeah, it's pretty small. It's pretty small indeed. Yes, yes, yes. We have some parallax problem here, but it's kind of working. Okay. I'm not believing it. I'm not believing I'm doing that sort of game. I can't believe it. Okay, we have some parallax problems here. Unfortunately, I never know how it works. Does someone know how to manage parallaxes in RPG Maker? How does parallax work in RPG Maker? Help! Maybe I should make it smaller. Smaller! How ironic. Yeah, I should have only one side. Only sides of the minimum. Should be 1713. Yeah, kinda works. So we can have the option to open the world map and make a different take on the puzzles. So maybe when you are this big on the world map, you can't pass through small passages like this one, for example. This one is too strict. But you can pass through bigger leaps. You can take bigger leaps. No, I'm not saying this one, but maybe this one. You can take this big leap, for example. And you leave the world map view by a button and you return to the normal map. Here you turn to the normal map, here on normal sides. The problem is you need to bring this one with you. To, well, have the normal sides. What else do you do with the normal sides, though? What do you do with the normal sides? Well, you could enter caves and live on the other side, for example, which you can't do on the overworld sides, of course. You can't even enter on cities. Okay, so we are making this game. Are we sure? That's the only decent idea with actual gameplay I can find. So I think we go with this. And I would say it's kind of poetic. Because that's how I discovered... Well, I discovered RPG Maker with a Jantes game. So it took me only 13 years to make one. Even if it's a more serious one, I would say. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm doing something like this. Awesome, awesome. Let's go. Okay, so we have it. We have it. we could decide how to structure our game now. Do we work on regions? On how to say? We could make. Yeah, do we make only one level? One big level, or we can make smaller separate levels. I don't see honestly the need for smaller separate levels because it's one world, and actually if you zoom out like this, you can see all of it. So maybe we could make some sort of kinda Metroidvania. No, wrong term. I mean, we can unlock power-ups by going further. In this way, we need to explore certain points and unlock new items and continue. For example, you could go in the city to unlock the world map, for example. But to go into the city, you need to be on the vehicle found. Otherwise, well, they won't let you enter because Attack on Titan thing. Wait, that reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. Ah yeah, Alice in Wonderland is something like that. That's right. They had biscuits. And a very upset queen. But yeah, here the change in sides is goes through the fourth wall actually, because that's how world map works. Okay, so we are having our idea. Not this browser. Okay. So the one-on-one hero. So we have 3 forms. Vehicle found, which is normal size. It's map 101, which is big scale, and then world map. No, how to call it? How was it called on the video I was looking? Okay, no. It's overworld. Okay, I'm taking inspiration / copying the video. The on map sides I show is the overworld, and the world map thing is, well, the world map. So huge. Okay, we got them. So in the vehicle sides you can enter caves, go through bridges without breaking. How do I breaking them? This brings a problem though, that what if we mess up the puzzle? If we make only one level, how do we solve it? We think about it later. And also can enter cities, maybe? Overworld can go through broken bridges, because the character can just leap over. Here. I'm pretty sure if she had these sides she could leap over. But she can't go through towers, for example. Can't go through towers on cities. Okay, what else? She could technically swim, actually. It depends. That's kinda limited, actually. She could do something more. For example... Yeah, we could make a desert mechanic, for example, where each step the heat increases, but since this is like a backyard, the heat doesn't increase a lot for her. while if you are on the vehicle, it increases a lot. Could be. Oh yeah, she can walk on rivers. Of course. Rivers. Okay. It's enough. In the world map sides, this other one, she can leap through the sea even, if it's small enough. I should make a jump animation for it. But she can't go through very small places, like here, for example. Okay. Up through the sea. Can't go on. Not small, strict. Sorry. Tight. I was looking for narrow tight. Places. Okay. Okay, we got some ideas for a puzzle. Also, I really want to unlock some things. The only thing I can think of is the vehicle, though. The vehicle and the world map. For the world map, you can just make a zoom out. I think about the idea. The world map. Zoom out and the character is flashing, but if you move it, you can go in this status. Awesome. Leap to the sea, can go narrow places. Need something more, I would say. I need more puzzle elements, because I want to make the game deeper. Okay, it's only a 5 days game, 4 actually. But I want to make a complete game anyways. So I want to make an entire world map with an entire puzzle around it. Which doesn't sound that easy actually. Well, I could add... We have it here. We could add the small ship. Here. Which surely adds something to the gameplay. Because now the 101 version... Ah, wrong map. The 101 version can't walk on sea, but the small one can. No, no, no. I don't want the music. Okay. So the big one can't, but the small one could. Oh, interesting. We can also use the whirlwinds. It's called the whirlwind. I don't know. Whirlpool. Whirlpool. We could use the whirlpools to block the ship. Anyways. What's this exactly? I'm sorry, what's this? Okay, again, we could use the ship to move the player in different places anyways. Come on, I'm blocked. So there aren't much obstacles on the water though. Still, could be something to add depth, of course. We need other mechanics though. Let's see. We have lava, for example, where if you are on the vehicle, maybe on the vehicle you can go on the magma because it doesn't hurt your feet. But if you're on the overworld on foot, you take damage. That can be something. You can take damage and you step back. You can't go on it. Okay. Now that I think about it though, going on the world map should be something added way later, because it's overpowered. You can just go almost everywhere. Well, kinda almost everywhere, let's say. Kinda almost everywhere, I like it. So if it takes you a lot of time to go here, now you can just... Well, actually, no, you're pretty stuck in that zone if there are mountains around. You can still leap from one place to another, but... That's it. Yeah, you can also leap maybe here diagonally, if that's a thing. This needs to be added way later. Also for a surprise. Or not at the start at least. Okay, let's add here. You can walk on magma here. When you join, the map becomes really small. Yeah. That makes very easy to traverse some points, like jumping through water. Yeah, but you're right. You can't really do much since there's a lot of mountains blocking your way. Also, define giants. There are 2 steps of giant. Okay, so we can have also the mechanic of the sand. I should maybe just make a section. Magma. Vehicle can walk on magma and sand. If on vehicle it's very hot. Giant. We need some terminology here. Let's say okay, let's say normal size, big scale, huge scale. I suppose might work. Okay, let's see what other overworld mechanics we can find. For that, I think it can help to load another sample map. Oh, we can have the final dungeon as the floating city. If we have time, we add a second map, which is a floating continent, which is always cool in any game. Okay, it's always cool, a floating continent. For now, let's check everything they have in this map. I don't see much the use of the water though, because you can easily go everywhere in water and you can't really walk on water with any other character. With the huge one, maybe you can walk on... Yeah, with the huge one, I would say you can walk on shallow water. Shallow, for them at least. Then what else? What else do we have? We could have, for example, a monster that you can defeat only if you are huge. I don't know. This is the... Ah, we also have poison. We can make a use for poison even. I don't know. There's also lava straight away. Well, lava is a jolly. You can't walk on lava with anyone. World map 3? We should really think more about the water, because the water is a big part in every RPG Maker world map. Also, we could make an ice mechanic where you can slide on ice. I don't know. For example, here. But you don't in some sizes. I don't know. This didn't give me a lot of ideas. World map 4. Okay, that's the ice we are talking about. The 6 towers! The 6 towers! Oh, there is this broken wall tile. We could use it if we break a tile with the bigger version of a character. I don't know. Yeah, could be something. Let's make a screenshot to be clearer. Okay, a big scale can break walls, or we can do it with the bigger scale, with the huge scale. For example, the wall. Let's see. I never saw this wall used actually. We can make a wall here, but we can break it and later pass with our vehicle, for example. Or even with the... Actually, I don't think you can break this wall, even if you were that huge. So maybe you need the very big form to break it. Yeah, for example... Yeah, let's take in comparison Attack on Titan, right? The Titans don't really destroy that easily a wall like this. You need the very big form to destroy it, I would say. I'm thinking now, since the very big form is pretty much broken, there should be specific spots to use it. Maybe when you leave the overworld map, you return to the previous point. You use it, you return to your previous point, because it's like using a map, even if it's making actual changes. That's just a regular wall to a giant, yeah. And I don't think I can break a regular wall. Okay, that will give us a nice idea what... I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't make a game, but what this place exactly? Oh, we can also use floating islands, like for a body block for the big version. The big version can walk past it because it's blocking their way. Okay, let's screenshot it for reference. Can't pass through floating lands. I would say the big version can't pass through a lot of things, but I'm not making a list for now. Okay. What else? Let's load another map. The last one. This is... Come on, this is randomly generated. A world map can... A default map can be that bad, right? But yeah, this feels more like a puzzle. Kinda. Because there's a lot of things, like poison, magma, bridges here. And there's not really a big use of the ship, at least. Oh, and since the ship is so small, we could make a trick where this ship can pass through two bridges. For example, let's make the ship here, sure. And just to try, let's make something quick. Transparency on. Transparency off, and when you pass under the bridge, you become transparent. Just to make an effect to show that you're passing under the bridge. Should be a parallel process to be more aligned with the character, but for now, let's try this. Something went wrong. Why did my ship disappear? Ah, wait, did I leave the ship? Oh, that's new. Wait, that's new. Do you leave the ship when you change transparency? No. No. I don't get the problem here. Oh well. Still, we can do something like that, okay? We will make it work later. When you can pass under the bridge with a ship. Okay. Let's try with other objects to see what we can find. The pyramid that blocks the way is a must. We need a pyramid to block the way, okay? Yeah, we can use a pyramid like a dungeon. You can't even pass it when you are big. You need to be huge to pass it, maybe. We can make the pyramid as a reference, awesome. We already talked about the cave entrance. There is still the thing about broken bridges. I was saying you can traverse bridges with the big version, but you will break them. But if you break them, then the puzzle risks to be unsolvable. And since I want to make a single map, could be a problem not being able to undo some mistakes from before. Let's see what else do we have. We are... I wonder if I can do something with the snow. Maybe if you... I don't know, maybe you can remove the snow in some way, but I don't see the reason to, so never mind. Oh, there's also the futuristic version, but we are not doing a futuristic one. Because the game is focused about the nonsense about the scale of the characters in the world map. We don't have many other items here though. That's all we can work with. Okay, what else? Palms, whirlpools, a waterfall, okay. Lava clouds, that's everything. Pa-pam. Okay. We got the bases. We need to reason more now about the bridges and the water. Because there's a problem about bridges. You can pass under them, so there's no reason to destroy them. So they should work as a one-way passage. Maybe we could use them as a way to, I don't know, address the player to a place. For example, we could use them for good design. For example, when you complete this section, you are able in some way to pass through this bridge, and you break it, and so you can't return back with the vehicle because you don't need. So we can use it as a way to block the player to return backwards where he doesn't need to go anymore. Okay, there are still some problems because, well, the main problem is the vehicle. We only have one, but we can't move the vehicle, right? We could pick up the vehicle though. Wait, we could pick up the vehicle and then put it down. Like finding the ship in a treasure chest. Wrong game. So we can pick it up and bring it around, but that's not the best solution because you can switch between them how you want. Because, for example, for this bridge, you go in there. Then, let's suppose this bridge is still repaired. You go here. And for, I don't know, swimming on this river, you take up your vehicle and you go there. You can switch between the two without any repercussion. So we need to find a harsher limit on how to use this power. I can just not allow the player to pick up the vehicle, but that means the vehicle can't move. The vehicle stays in a zone, so I'm lost. And so that means I need other vehicles for other zones, which could be something. But still I'm not fully convinced. Okay, let's open the brainstorm part. Problems. We need something to a condition make the player change form, let's say. For now, the form though makes a lot of sense, because you get a big form by staying on the world map normally, and you get a small form by getting into a vehicle. That's the base of the concept, or that's the base of every RPG. Big form, default. So the big form is the default. Vehicle, enter the vehicle. Which that means, since the big form is the default, the harder parts about a puzzle is how to move the vehicle everywhere, I would say. So maybe you could build some sort of passage, a bridge with the big form, for example breaking walls. Still, I don't get how you should bring your vehicle through the sea. You can bring it into the ship, for example. Or the vehicle could be your ship, can transform into a ship, I don't know. I still have a lot of confused ideas, but we are going towards a game. No, we are already into a game. We need to give it the right shape. Big shape, the right scale. Sure. So we can't bring with us the vehicle, otherwise it's just switching between the two. The limit will be the vehicle. Yeah, makes sense, because let's reset. Sure. No music, thanks. For example, here you really want to use the vehicle to go through, otherwise you break the bridge. And here, since it's already broken, let's remove those ones for now, you can walk past it without breaking it again. But that means the vehicle is here. It's stuck there. But if you find a way to go around, you go here, you break the bridge, and you can get in the vehicle again, but you can't return back. But maybe, hopefully, you unlocked another way. I don't know. There is still some problems. There are still some problems. But I think they can be solved. I like the idea. Need some fixing though. And I can fix her. Never mind. Wrong game. Wait, that's actually a lot of games. Also, this vehicle is not programmed to be on land actually, because I can't move if I don't cheat, so we need to edit the program a little. Just a little though, I don't think it will be a big problem. So again, we should really brainstorm it a little. Okay, so the problem is I don't want to let the player switch between the two. Switch easily. Okay. Okay, dinner. Have a nice dinner. I'm getting hungry too. I will try to make those development streams for the jam longer, like 3 hours. Because, well, I can. Not more, because we could still use the streams of Monday and Thursday, at least. Not let the player switch easily. Could be solved by no. There is another problem. If we keep a vehicle in a place, you can't really open up that many roads. Okay, I should though want to open up a lot of roads, because why do I turn back to begin with? What's the objective? We are missing that, I suppose. The objective is probably to defeat the Demon Lord, as always, but we need to traverse the entire world map. That sounds decent enough. It's a cliché, but it works. Traverse the entire overworld, entire world, and reach the Demon Lord. Okay. But we also need to define the middle objectives, because what blocks me for going straight to the Demon Lord? And this answer will make our puzzles. For example, let's say the Demon Lord is not here, here. I just need a ship to go, right? I don't think the big version can... No, the big version can't walk on the sea, otherwise it's too easy. Even if, could be, we can nerf something with lava, for example. We need to rework also the water, or define the water. Since I'm here, I should resize correctly the screen. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. We'll think about water later. What about I add another sides? I don't think there's one that makes sense. The planet sides? No, that's too much. So the problem again. If I leave my vehicle there, I should be able to return there and get it, but what for? If I return back, I did no progress, right? So we need something to do on the world map. Even if I would have loved if... Yeah, okay, no, that's the problem actually. Because from the start, I was thinking about making a game where you need to use and explore the world map, the overworld, to reach the final destination. But that means I'm making progress if I move somewhere. But it's also a contradiction because I leave my previous vehicle before. So I need to return back. Which is a contradiction, because returning back means losing progress. So we need to find a way to switch between the forms. But again, in every RPG you just enter the vehicle or leave the vehicle. You could take the vehicle with you, with your sides, but that's no different than being able to switch sides whenever you want. So we need an extra limitation here for making the puzzle work. I don't know which one. I'm a little stuck. So again, this is the default form. Walking on the overworld. Sorry, Priscilla. The vehicle. There should be some limitation on the vehicle. Maybe you can recall your vehicle in specific places, for example. Or even you can buy a new vehicle. Or rent a vehicle, I would say. So you need to grab money around the world. Doesn't make sense to have money around the overworld though. Or put a vehicle in a box, in a chest, huh? I don't know. Maybe the ship, but not the vehicle. I need a requirement to not just... Well, a requirement to get into the vehicle. I could grab the vehicle as an item if I go on it maybe, but... Also, that could be a nice control. If I interact with the vehicle on the side, I grab it, and if I walk on it, I enter it. I don't know. That could make things simple instead of having a option to choose between taking it and entering it. So again, the problem is when I take it with me, I can place it whenever I want. No, I can make that I can place it only on specific spots. For example, I can place it only here, for example. So this will become the switch point between the two. The other point is there any reason for not wanting to take the vehicle? No. You always want to take the vehicle with you. Well, not really. If you, for example, leave the vehicle for a moment for, I don't know, okay. To explore a place and get an item and return back, you can. Instead of having to reach a spawn point again. Still, I need other limitations. Also, I forgot to bring out the other chat. Just to be sure. Okay. Okay. The chat of the other site. Did my... Okay, yeah. I spam the stream on Twitter too. Okay, the entire gameplay, or yeah, we could say that the entire gameplay holds on this vehicle. I did something with it. I should maybe being able to make other changes to the world instead of just breaking bridges. That's the only thing that makes sense for leaving a vehicle and returning back. But what I can do? I can't repair bridges, right? What else do you have? I could remove trees, maybe. That's some serious deforestation, but it's possible, actually. Yeah, could be something. For example, the tree blocks the way. But I can eradicate it. For example, like this. Okay. Okay, that's something. eradicate big trees. That's something. What else do we have? That's not enough though. There's still the lava that is a no spot for any form, so it's the jolly. Like the mountains though. We don't have much else to work with, but we could find other graphics online if we need to. If there are yeah, there should be overworld resources online, for sure. Okay, for example, you could leave the vehicle to break the tree and then enter it to not break other bridges, but... Or no, to bring the vehicle around, yeah. So you just... I still don't like it. There should be specific places where you can switch. Because in this way you just move along with the vehicle and there's not really a puzzle. You just change form based on what you need. That's not a puzzle. I need some limitations. What limitation can I have though? Maybe the vehicle is one-time use. No, not really. Well, I could make you can buy the vehicle or spawn the vehicle in some places, but when you leave it, I don't know, it disappears. The puzzle is missing something vital. We need to solve it before making the game, because you can't make a puzzle without all pieces. Hey, that's a nice phrase. So, I don't think we will get anything by just watching the screen intensely. So, the problem. A condition. Okay, let's make a. Oh, I can zoom. Let's think more in detail. The main problem is not letting the player switch easily. That's the problem. We need a limitation for changing form. Which one though? Specific spawn points, maybe. Or the vehicle tanks disappears if you exit it. Either could work, but I don't feel it's enough. So again, the main point of the game is finding the right path to reach a final point of the game. So it would be cool to not have any upgrade or unlockable, but would require a very careful design of the game world, which can still work. I can still do something like remove trees in some forms or walls. Is it enough though? Well, for example, I could yeah, for example, to remove this tree and go with the... Ah, actually this makes an interesting puzzle. Let's experiment a little. For example, I think it's... To explain better, let's make something like this. Tiles at B. We have the entire bridge and the broken bridge. And when you step on it in the big form, it breaks. Let's make action button because I'm my game master. It's called there is a name for this sort of prototype. Oh well. Okay, so my objective, for example, to go here is go with the vehicle, but I can't go through the tree. To the tree. But from here, if I go with her, I break the bridge. I remove the tree. I can return back, but I can't move anymore. Okay, the easy solution would be to just walk through the bridge with the vehicle, but maybe that's what we can do to find a solution. We should limit where you can live. Maybe you can limit where you can leave the vehicle, where you can live and enter, for example. How do you limit and enter where you leave the vehicle though? We can make that you can only leave the vehicle on okay, that's a nice idea. You can only leave the vehicle or enter the vehicle, well, it's the same actually, only on the road. You need to park it correctly. You can only leave it on the road. That makes this puzzle hard because you need to find another way. For example, to solve this puzzle, you could use the vehicle to enter the cave here and go all the way around to avoid breaking that bridge, and then return all the way around. I need a road for parking here. Okay. I feel like this big limit helps a lot. Let's go. Can only park on the road. Okay. I feel like this is a huge point. So we need to make tactical roads, apart from nukes, where you can park safely your vehicle. Still brings a problem of the vehicle can't really go overseas. Unless we somehow convert it into a ship. Or bring it into a ship. Or we can make both. You can move the vehicle on a ship to embark it, but at the start you can't. And you need to embark alone on the ship, fix something to open the road, and then be able to embark. So it's also a puzzle between moving around the vehicle. That can work. This can work. I suppose this can work. Okay. We found a pretty big turn. We should make a road here just for parking, I would say. What else? We found the big part. Now we need to think about the rest. The water, for example. For example, if I find a ship here, I could bring it here and bring the vehicle on the ship, embark the vehicle. Which I need on other parts of the world, of course. Wait, before the water we should think about the bridge problem. Because if I break a ship, a bridge, the game becomes unsolvable. And then? What should I do? I should make checkpoints. After you reach a certain point, you can reload to a specific spot on specific conditions. That's the only solution I have. I think a checkpoint could work. You press a button to reload to a previous checkpoint where I save specific conditions. Otherwise... Oh wait, I have another idea. You could repair broken bridges by going into the city with a vehicle. In this way, it's like reverting to the previous situation. Because if I yeah, bridges are to avoid cheating problems, of course. If there is no bridge, I can just go here, remove the tree, and go with the vehicle. So it's like reverting to this position, since I need to be before the bridge to repair it. Okay, if I go on the city with the vehicle, it automatically fades out and I repair the bridge. Oh, hi Tunophilia, how it's going? Yeah, I got a big progress. I found the good idea of you can leave the vehicle only when you are on the road. This helps a lot, limiting the moments where you can leave, which ruins a little the puzzle mechanic. And also I'm thinking to reset the bridges. You walk on the city and you find someone to repair them with a fade out. So let's note everything down. Bridges. You need to go on the city on the intended side of the bridge to repair it, like a reset. Okay. Or maybe later could be a puzzle mechanic where you can go here, break the bridge, get the ship, return back, repair the bridge, but now you got the bridge on the other side and there's no problem. No, wait. No, wait. This creates a problem. Never mind. Because I can just go here, remove the tree, return back, repair the bridge, and now the tree is gone. The puzzle is ruined. So, no, I should make some revert points. I revert to a previous point in the game. I also got an idea for the gem. Oh, really? Don't know if it will make something. I try it now to see if it's doable. Come on, Retunophilian, we can bring higher RPG Maker together. Together in the gem. Also, congratulations. It's kinda hard to find a game with that team. With RPG Maker. Okay, maybe you're not using RPG Maker, which makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, I would use probably reset points or checkpoints to revert to a specific state. Okay. So we got also the bridge thing out of the way. Now we need to think about water. Because for now you can travel on water only by ship, which, well, actually makes a lot of sense. But I'm not using the big mechanic here. Maybe if I have a sprite that's swimming, that would make a lot of sense. But what's the difference between swimming and using the ship at this point? Well, the ship, you are bringing a vehicle to another side. Okay, yeah, because with a vehicle you can only dock on specific spots. But you can also live with a... You can get your vehicle on top of the ship. So that's the only way to bring your vehicle elsewhere. By docking a ship. You came out with your vehicle. Which is needed for going, for example, under those structures. Or over a bridge without breaking it. Yes, RPG Maker, huh? I could use it. Ah, at the end you can. Well, you can do a lot of things with RPG Maker, but you need more effort. For example, again, the game of overlays by dragging bars. You can make dragging objects, but requires more effort. Okay, so I could make that you can swim with the with the big form. The problem is though I need the swimming sprite, which I cannot do. So maybe we should make this stream about finding the mechanics, next stream about finding graphics, and the other ones about making the entire level design. Since we are starting with RPG Maker, we are having a little head start. We don't have to make the basics of the game, like the movement and everything. And also we are pretty used to the engine at this point. Okay. Also we can make the ship can go on this, but the big form cannot swim on whirlpools. Even if it would make sense the opposite, never mind. That's pretty overpowered if she can go on, she can swim on the water actually. I don't want to use RTP though, I need to find another graphic style with a swimming sprite. That's very hard to do, I suppose. Also, this is supposed to be some sort of gate. I could make a gate that you can hire only by doing something on the overworld, for example. I don't know. We need to start by reverse thinking here. How should the end game look like? I would say something like this, maybe entirely blocked by mountains with only a small traversable section, only traversable by the vehicle, for example. In this way you need to bring the vehicle to the end, which will not be easy, because you need, for example, to dock the vehicle in the ship and bring it there, and maybe you need to work around here. Okay, there's a problem now, because if you get a vehicle, you can go everywhere. Well, not really, but okay, then we need to address something then. As you can see here, if I can unlock the way on the land with removing a tree, but I cannot in the water. That means I can only go up until a certain point on the water. And on the opposite, if I could, maybe if there is a way to leave, I can reach the final zone straight away. And there's not really a puzzle. I just go here with the ship and the vehicle. So I need to a way to move the ship or unlock a way for the ship. Which one though? Which one? I need a way to unlock the power of the to unlock a new route, or to move the ship, because again, when I gain access on the ship, I can go everywhere. We could just not use the ship. I was thinking maybe you can grab your vehicle only when you are in the very big overworld form. Because maybe now in this form it's still heavy. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it though. But the point I decided that is in the how it's called, the world map, the very big version. You return to the starting point when you end it. I should maybe think about it, even think more about these rules. Those rules. Is that a screen? Yeah, it's a screen for the world map, this one. It was for experimenting a little on the visuals. here, so I can see a little. Probably she can walk on water. I need something for it though. I need to add some effect because this one is weird. I don't know. I have an idea. I could edit her sprite maybe to make her seem to be below water, with the legs on the water at least. This version is too overpowered though. If I add the swimming sprite, she can swim on the black part at least. This part is very, very overpowered. One step is 4 tiles, right? 4 tiles. Yeah, the idea needs a lot of balancing issues for making it a puzzle game. Okay, she can walk on water. Well, in water actually. So doesn't need to jump. The problem is again on the ship. Let's bring out our brainstorming. So, ship cannot unlock a new path or move it. So, let's reason about those two problems. Unlock new path. It's correct, unlock. It's correct, I'm sure. Unlock new path. For unlocking a new path, maybe the ship can't pass under bridges. That invalidates the entire point of bridges, though. So probably not. Is there something that can block a ship? Those things if lower down. Maybe. And they break them with a very big form. The very big form is a little overpowered though. But could be a solution. Yeah, was cable in the very big form. Okay. It's something. Otherwise, okay, instead of a wall, we can also have a sea enemy that you can destroy in the big form. Not by swimming though, maybe. Otherwise it's too easy. Not by swimming on the side. For example, let's place here a big monster. A water monster. Do we have a water monster? No? Not really. Let's make... oh wait, we have a bigger one here. Right, there is a big monster here. Okay, those are a little more waterly, like this one. It's still too big though to fight even on the big perspective. Yeah, because this enemy is... wrong map. Yeah, because this enemy also has the scale on the world map actually. I should make it smaller. You can see that this is bigger. We have two solutions. First we keep it like this. And we need to defeat it on the very big form. Otherwise we make them smaller and we just defeat it by attacking on the... while walking on the side. Because if she's swimming, I don't think she can fight. Okay, so she needs to be on the side. Can be something. Let me check, since we have it, all the items we can have. Or we We can have also other items, but just to get ideas. We can give a teleport, for example. A teleport could be a nice addition. Maybe the very big form can't use it. What else? Flames. There's not much else. A big gate, maybe? Nah. I will not it down. Teleport. A teleport, maybe. Should not work on someone. I suppose I should make small teleports. So, works only on the vehicle. Only when you are on the vehicle. Okay, so we don't even need the ship to move between continents then. For a puzzle though, we need to know where a teleport goes. We still need to bring the vehicle to the final part, right? Because again, if the protagonist can swim, which is still to be decided, I need the sprite for it. Then it becomes very easy. Let's see. MZ sprite here. I was hoping it was more common. You have to pay. Maybe it's the mechanic. Wait, I can program the mechanic. I need the sprite. I wonder if it's easy to make the sprite for it. Wait, let's. No, I was looking for sprites. Never mind. Weird that it's not close to the first results. They are not swimming here. Can we have someone swimming, please? I would really like the addition of swimming, even if it makes a little easier. Kara, swimming sprite. No? We have... But this one is flying. That's not really the same. Not even... this one a little. Maybe with some editing shouldn't be that hard, but I'm still not good at editing sprites. So, I don't know. Really, there's nothing around. That's very uncommon swimming. Well, it requires some effort after all. Oh, here. Let's see if this can help. Not the right sprite, unfortunately. Okay, maybe we need to give up on swimming because surely I can't make the art for it. We can seek for help, but I'm not betting anything. So if we give up on swimming, I don't think we are losing that much, honestly. We still need to use a ship, or we don't even need to swim actually, if we have the colossal form. We can just walk on the low water, with the big water working as a wall at this point. Making puzzles is so hard. Okay. We could make a... We don't need to make a map like this, actually. We could make a map without water, even. Or with very few water. Like this one, for example. Well, usually world maps have a lot of water, but we can just reduce the amount to work more like a wall. We wouldn't even need a ship at this point. So at this point we need to unlock the way to return back sometimes. I need to get some order in my ideas. Coming out with a reasonable puzzle and the mechanics is hard. We maybe could start making a puzzle and later change some mechanics to fit better. I think it's still something. I'm worried though about how I make my mechanics, because up until this point the game feels more like you find a way forward. You open the way, you take your vehicle and you continue. It's like bringing your vehicle forward for a while. I could even make you need to park the vehicle near the road instead of blocking it. Makes a little more sense, at least. Instead of on the road. Feels a little more ordered. More clean. Maybe. I don't like the idea of having to bring the vehicle with you all the time. But otherwise you can just move everywhere. So yeah, because otherwise the loop will be just go forward in the big form, remove the obstacles and continue with the vehicle, since you can't pass here, for example, on the magma. I need something else. The world map form might change something. This one. Now that I think about it, what is the world map form for? I can just destroy big walls. That's it. We need some other uses. I should remove the restriction where you return to the previous point. But I will add a different restriction, that is, you only spawn on the center point of that region. For example, you spawn on the waypoint of there. How to say it? I bring out from yesterday the map of Grandia 2. There are some spots, the forest, the city, the mountain. And usually when you open the map, the game tells you, you are here on the mountain. So, in a similar way, when you open the world map, you are in one of those spots. So that's a limitation. Then you can choose to return in the normal map. Let's see. For example, you open the map here and you are here. You can now walk here without much limits, and you can return to the previous map by appearing here. With some checks on the passability. Okay, and that sounds too much strong. Broken also. Yeah, that sounds very broken. Well, being huge is broken in a way. Still. We need more limitations. But what limitation can I have on the world map? You can open the world map whenever you want. Maybe you can travel between some locations. Like a teleport. Maybe on the overworld. Yeah, that nerfs a lot. Nerfs decently the very big form. I enter the world map on, let's see, from here. I walk here. I can't spawn here because there is not a waypoint, I don't know. Maybe you can also unlock the waypoints, so it's a sort of fast travel. And you can return on the normal map from here, because there is a waypoint here. So some sort of fast travel without... no, the fast travel with a huge form. And it is useful to return back in previous zones and break big walls, as I said. Do I need to return in previous zones though? No, not really. Okay, we are making some progress, but we are still stuck in the decision scale. Let's note it down. Remove this one and walk on low water and can only live on a unlocked waypoint. Okay, that limits a lot the effect. We still have some problems. Let's voice them out here. Why do I want to return back on the world map form? Big. There's no reason to return back, right? I have no reason. Unless I want... I might need to add another mechanic, maybe. Big! That's the definition. I need another mechanic to incentivize the player to return back. Why? To get the vehicle, maybe, but... So the vehicle is the core of the game at this point, because you need to move it around, right? The puzzle game is missing something huge, and it's not Priscilla. Let's brainstorm it a little. I want to return back on the world on previous points. In the world map form to get the vehicle. But yeah, it's a one-time thing. It's not really that important then, being big. There should be other advantages of being big. Except from traveling whenever you want. Wherever. I added the limitation where you can only return on key points that you unlocked. Otherwise would be kinda broken. I could add that you can live on waypoints even if you didn't reach them actually. But I need to add some limitation on the world map. I need to limit her on going on some places, instead of being able to explore everywhere. I can just use the deep sea for that, but or some mountains. But is that enough? And even if we allow this and we allow this, there's the problem of why do I need to return back in other zones? This form isn't that useful unless we reach a new zone and remove some trees right away. We need other mechanics. Something you can do only in this form. Well, walk through water. Walk through water. Yeah, I can walk through water, but where's the point in it? I reach the other zone, but that's it. Wait, maybe we are very limited. Okay. Maybe here we got the big limit from the vehicle. We need to bring our vehicle with us. We need to maybe rework the vehicle, because we are now very limited by the fact that we need to keep the vehicle in a specific spot. Maybe we can, I don't know, unlock a teleport elsewhere to use it with a teleport. Sounds nice, actually. You go with a big form somewhere, and you go on the other side to unlock the teleport. So you can return back and move there with the vehicle. Okay, sounds reasonable. They see the problem that you can move everywhere with this form, then enter a waypoint and return to the on scale form on the overworld, and remove all the problems there. Well, not really, because there might be some places you can't reach. Okay, so let's note this down from the teleport. You may need to unlock the other side. So now the big form, the very big form, has a meaning. To go elsewhere, enter a waypoint to return to the world side. It's a way to leave the world map. And unlock the teleport. So you can bring the vehicle even there. And you don't need a ship. Because, yeah, the water, you can't really interact that much with the water in the forms. I don't have anything to add in them except monsters. Which is not really needed. Okay. We got most of the game now. So, the main point now is unlocking teleports. To bring the vehicle somewhere, to be able to pass through zones that are not accessible in the big form, or the even bigger form. For example, in the cave, as I showed before. With a vehicle you can travel in the cave. Or you can even, I don't know, walk on narrow... I should make a narrow bridge. Well, not really, because the very big form can walk on low water. Not the darkened one. So we should make a narrow bridge for it. Narrow bridge. Okay, here. Okay, we are on the road again. On the road again. Okay, so those are pretty nice to block the player. We may have a big problem. Big problem, understood? Because I need to think about the scale of the big form and make the level design accordingly. Otherwise, there would be some mismatch in the movement here, which is kinda weird. Straight away, you can see that this map is not really needed, is not really made considering a big character in mind. Because, for example, here... No, I think these sort of sides can work. For example, she can walk here, here, not here. Not here, not here. She's blocked by a lot of ways. She can go here, but that's it. She's just blocked here. Here she can walk here, sure. Okay, actually this resolution is not bad. She cannot walk down. Ah wait, she can, on the water, okay. We can make her walk on the city, or it's too much. Yeah, we need to find an effect for the water though. Yeah, I forgot she can walk on low water. Okay, okay. It's something. I think this resolution is fine for the world map. She's still blocked by the mountains, because, well, otherwise it would be too easy. Maybe I should shift a little to avoid these ambiguous spaces, because should I let her walk here? I shouldn't, but here is too weird. Hi Michael, how it's going? Priscilla, yeah! Are you building to scale? Yeah, we are. It's a very hard theme for an RPG Maker game. I found a solution, which is actually a strength of RPG Maker, which is RPGs. RPGs are with an overworld. An overworld that usually is not really built to scale. You see, this vehicle, for example, is on scale, but Priscilla now isn't on scale, even if it's the default. So that's the game. It's a puzzle game about exploring the overworld or reaching a certain spot in the overworld while switching between those mechanics. The on scale and the not on scale. Oh, I broke the bridge. I really wanted to participate, but I have too much stuff to do. Well, me too, but I spared some days since it will only take me like 3-4 hours each day. Now we already found a decent mechanic. It took us too much time than needed, but because it was pretty hard. And now we found a decent amount of mechanics to make everything balanced. So, we were talking about checkpoints. We should make them... We need, yeah, small checkpoints, though. Where are you, Mr. Checkpoint? Or teleport, sorry. Which sides? Here. 1/4. And we have the small teleport. Oh, small... teleport. Okay, here. Now we can use the small teleport. I should make it a little bigger though, but it's fine really. As long as you can see it. Which works only for the vehicle, because Priscilla is too fat for the teleport. Here, perfect. I should make it a little bigger. Yeah, sure. Just to make it visible more. Let's make 33%. Small teleport it is. Update. And the teleport is a little bigger. Better. For Priscilla. I'm sorry, Priscilla. I need to find also a character for it. I don't really want to use Priscilla. Is it a little bigger? A little. I should do it a little even more bigger. I don't know. So this teleport should connect another point. Yeah, I should make the teleport bigger, otherwise it's not really that visible. Because you need to find it to activate on the other side. Fat Sheila! Oh no, I'm sorry. You're making Priscilla Adventures too. No, it's not Priscilla, as I said. I imagine Octo Stranding with even this mechanic. Oh boy. Oh no. I need to define the character for it though. Unfortunately, for that we might need to look for the art style. Next time though. Nice idea for the Octo Stranded though, huh? I like it actually. Okay, so we defined a lot of things. So, the main point is to unlock teleport elsewhere and unlock the path to the teleport for the vehicle. With that, you can pass through certain points, like you can enter the cave, or I don't know, we should make a strict point to pass. We can edit them actually. There was something here, or no, here. Yeah, for example, here, for example, I should make it centered, so you can pass here only with the vehicle. Here, for example, in the vehicle can pass through here, for example, yeah, and no other form can. That could be another way to make the vehicle pass. Shortcuts. This is a Souls-like. It's a puzzle game. It's a puzzle game. The worst part in making a puzzle game is finding mechanics that are challenging and not straightforward. It's an exploration puzzle game also. It's everything then. So, you unlock teleports to... You unlock the way for reaching the teleport with the vehicle. You reach a new continent and you start anew. Okay, we have one... No, we don't have problems. We just need to limit the path of the big Priscilla more. So she can't really unlock every teleport beforehand. So it's a teamwork between Priscilla and the vehicle. Vehicle found. Final boss of the whole world? Katamari Damacy 2? No. The final boss will be a simple evil lord. I will make a cliché story at this point. And you one-shot the big evil lord with, I don't know, the bigger form, I don't know. So, Priscilla opens the way removing trees. That's it though, that's only it. I should make other things to open the way with Priscilla. That's not enough. Yeah, but Priscilla breaks bridges when she walks on. But can't walk under those structures. This can be a spin-off for Respawn Banter. Why so? Average hero versus average evil lord, but all the rest is creative. Yeah, that's why cliches are for. To find a story border for everything. We need to find another way to unlock the way for the protagonist. I suppose unlocking checkpoints is something. Unlocking checkpoints, teleport points is something. So she can do remove trees and the checkpoint. I could also make monsters on the road to defeat, which makes things easier. The cargo, the vehicle cannot... you cannot leave the vehicle if you are not on the road or near the road. So this should be a one-way trip. Enjoy the trip. For example, up until there. And from here, maybe you can swim. since she can't swim. No, not swim then. Never mind. You could change to the world map form, and then you can walk to the water up until here, and remove the leave the map, leave it's the world map, a Cartesius map, a paper map, okay? Leave it be in the overworld form, activate the checkpoint, and return back with the same tactic. We need more thinking about it, but it can work. We finally have something that is not trivial, and I would say it's far from being complex. What you must do other than this game these days? Not much, honestly. I need to end the rap Macaristico video. I hope it will be ready for tomorrow. Otherwise, it's for Sunday. Still in 1 or 2 days. The rap Macaristico is almost ready. Hype. Okay. So the only way to traverse water is on the world map form. Okay, so for example, you need to go. Yeah, for example, you need to go here to enter the world map form right here and walk here. Otherwise, here it's impossible, for example, because I don't know, there are a lot of rocks. Wrong button. For example, there are a lot of rocks and you can't walk past them. Or even worse, lava. That means that the overworld form is very broken. She can walk everywhere. Except on very small, strict places. I'm waiting for my RPG that I make. Yeah, I need to do that too. I'm trying to make all the singing videos. Because they are the last Italian content I have. Hype, that is real. Resilience, no, not that. Everyone is making except you. Okay, I think we got it. We can start thinking about the design at this point. Quick design just to define the basis. To define where the final boss should be. I'll leave you macerare. See you later. Okay, good avventura. Stay well. And remember, everyone is making except you. Except you. Except you. I'm sorry. Okay, the best way I learned that from the developer of Baba Is You. The best way to design a puzzle is to start from the solution. Unfortunately, we don't have any clever trick to do. But it's clear the solution is here. It's the end. The end is the solution. And the end is near. It's not realigned. I messed up something. Oh well. Why? Why did I mess up here? What happened? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Something is not normal here. This should be the half of the image. It is! Then what the hell? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1. Why? I forgot how to make sprites. Why it's going overboard in all the sides? Why it's going overboard? I don't get it. Why did you choose another one? Ah, no, it's a sprite mistake. Never mind. It's correct. It's a visual mistake. Ouch. Then this never, and this never, and this never. Oh, good old Stanley Parable. Okay, so you need to go here in the big form, very big form, and activate the checkpoint. So you make the last step of going through those mountains, make them better. Traverse those mountains like this. With the vehicle. So you need to bring the vehicle here. This is the final evil Lord Castle, we can call it. You can't really go here because you need to swim. So for now we will not implement swimming. I need more tricks. I need more reasoning. I can make shallow water here. But will this be enough? Well, I can also make a wall to break here, but doesn't change a lot. I could make it on the land actually, I think it's better. So we actually have a bridge to wall to break in the big form, and then pass here in the overworld form, which is more sizable. Sizable? Normal? Not really? I don't feel like this puzzle gets increasingly difficult though. I could add new mechanics, but this puzzle doesn't feel hard at all. You just go here in the big form and destroy it. And return here in the overworld form. That's not enough. I need a new mechanic. Or something that makes it complex. What though? I don't know, something that lets me add something that adds some depth in the gameplay. For now it's simple, change form, move the thing somewhere, which is still fine, but feels still a little straightforward. A little less, but still straightforward. Need something more. Still, we are gonna end in, I will say, 30 minutes. I'm here 3 hours and developing is not easy. Alone even less. Developing alone is hard, as they say. Who made this map? This road is not aligned. Ouch. I don't know, there should be a way to, for example, to add something here so the overworld form can make a small jump. For example, if the player can make a jump from here to here, right? But if this wasn't here, then I need something, but that's another mechanic and I don't know what I should add. It will cause earthquake. Well, yeah, the very big form, or even this one still causes earthquakes, but it already breaks bridges and the walls, of course. I was thinking though about randomly a maze where you need to switch between the two big forms. I don't know. For example, well, I don't know. I just got the concept in mind. We can do it later, or another time when we make the design. For example, here the very big form cannot pass because, for example, this one is 2 tiles wide, but very big Priscilla is 4 tiles wide. So she cannot stand on this one unless it's like this, which is very wide actually. So I don't know, we should find some extra tricks, but I don't have any idea for them. I was thinking about the extra mechanics like the sand, the magma, but those are simple mechanics. I really should add mechanics though while I'm going with the game, because otherwise it seems repetitive. Still, it should be a short game, but not that short to not be challenging, and I don't know how to make it challenging. Oh, interesting, we also have holes for walls here. I don't know how to make it more challenging. Maybe by trying to make the design we can find a way, but for now it's not looking easy. For example, here I could make... okay, the core point about the very big world map mechanic is you need a waypoint. Maybe you can make like this one a waypoint, but you can't walk on very big Priscilla here, and you need to find a way elsewhere where the water is shallow. For example here. So here you can't walk because the water is very low, but here you can, but you need to go around the mountains and then turn back. Okay, maybe something that I think I should play it more with bridges. I think bridges might be the core of the gameplay, because otherwise it's just a puzzle where you can't make mistakes. And the puzzle where you can't make mistakes is hardly a puzzle, because simply you can try every solution. Well, we don't have a combination to solve, so trying every solution here should be easy. So yeah, we should make bridges. I think the bridges are some sort of core mechanic, even if they don't seem so, because the player needs to fail. Otherwise, it's some other type of puzzle. Okay. I can also make that Priscilla maybe can't return on the same bridge she broke. So I will remove her ability to jump at this point, because not being able to return on the same bridge will open up interesting other mechanics. As I said before, here, the Königsberg Bridge puzzle, for example. Why there's a cup of water here? Oh well. So, if we make bridges that breaks once and you can't return on them, it can become an interesting puzzle. Okay, okay. That helps a lot. An important part of puzzle games I realized only today is to find a core mechanic. In this case we have the switch. Make it not boring, like having to bring the vehicle all the time, not make it pointless, for example, being able to grab the vehicle and bring it whenever you want, and also make it challenging where you can lose, for example, making the wrong bridge traversal. Okay. I think we got most of it. The only problem is setting a retry point. I suppose I should set the retry point when you teleport with a vehicle. Otherwise, I don't know how. Well, the levels won't be that long. Each part of the map on its own shouldn't take that long. So it's fine getting a checkpoint for every new region. Okay, okay. I'm more convinced now. I'm filled with determination. That's what I got on my wardrobe from my graduation. Okay. I suppose we can stop even there. We did a nice improvement. Maybe we can take some time to look for some graphics, but I think it could be reasonable to end the stream here, because we had a brainstorming stream about the game mechanics. Needs still some refinement, but we got everything working. We could make a decent game out of this. Determination it is. Unfortunately, I don't think this game will score high, but screw it, we are making a game anyways. Because at the end it's a simple puzzle game. It doesn't have really a unique mechanic to it, but it's very hard to do with RPG Maker. It's still a puzzle game using the scaling mechanic, at least. It's a parodistic game in a way. So next time you should look for the graphic style and look for a protagonist. Not this one. Kinda! I'm not sure, but sure, let's save. Just to be sure. Okay. That's everything. We did 3 hours of development. I could do more, but I'm starting to get tired, so we should end it there. Luckily, this year we have 5 days. 4 if we count the last one, but we will start at the end. We'll see. So tomorrow we will find the graphic style maybe, or start the level design. And the other 3 days, well, we can find a little story, make the character, those things, and finish the level design, everything, and test it maybe. Okay, that's everything for today. Okay, I will find people to raid. Thanks a lot for coming by then. We will continue this tomorrow at the same hour, kinda 1 hour later, like 20 GTM or whatever. So please stay for the raid, and we see ya whenever it happens.